Hi, this is a presentation on how to stop arguing with your spouse and have a harmonious marriage. Do you find yourself in arguments a lot with your spouse? Do the same topics coming up time and again? Read on to learn how to stop arguing with your spouse and have a harmonious relationship. Arguments occur when there is a disagreement or different point of view about something. This manifests as each person having a want of a certain outcome, but the partner is not agreeing to it. For example, Jim and Karen end up having an argument about where to go on Christmas Day. Because Jim wants to stay at home, as for him, it is a time to relax and have a break from his busy work schedule. And Karen wants to go to her parents' place because she enjoys the time with her family. They end up having this argument every year and never seem to be able to find a solution without the tension or having the atmosphere spoiled because of this fight. In fact, I get many emails from husbands and wives asking me for help on how to stop arguing with their spouse, especially near the holidays and New Year when they are off. How to stop arguing with your spouse, the underlying factor. With the above example, some couples never have the argument because there never has been an issue about what to do on Christmas Day. There are others who have previously had the argument and have different opinions on what to do for Christmas, but it is not an issue anymore. For Jim and Karen, it's always an issue and becomes a heated fight and spoils the whole holiday. So, what's happening here? What is the difference that creates a fight and argument? The catalyst for an argument, rather than a more productive discussion, is due to frustration. When frustration builds up inside a person, it is like a hot fire that gets hotter and bigger until it explodes. The thing about frustration is that it isn't necessarily the actual topic being discussed that makes the person angry or want to shout. The frustration could come from another source. Often, it's the perceived meaning or perceived associated pain or loss behind the issue that causes the frustration. How to stop arguing with your spouse. An example. For example, Jim may be stressed from the pressure he has had from work over the past week and needs some space to relax. Or he might have had some bad experiences with the in-laws in the past that make him uncomfortable to go to Karen's parents. From Karen's point of view, she may be frustrated if Jim is not agreeing to go to her parents' place, because Christmas is an important time for her and the only time of the year she can spend with her family and see her siblings too. For her, it means she can share love and joy, but Jim doesn't understand why it's so important, because Karen speaks to her family on the telephone regularly anyway. So the truth is, when each party starts to argue and fight, the reason is their frustrations are coming to the surface and they are not able to work out or communicate with each other in a way that makes each other comfortable. How to stop arguing with your spouse. The truth behind it. Arguments in a married couple are simple raw frustrations clashing from each party. The trick is to know how to avoid getting into these arguments by understanding two things. First, how to stop the anger and frustration coming out of yourself when talking to your spouse. Second, how to diffuse the signs of an argument if your spouse appears to be getting into a mood and starts to shout or become frustrated. Knowing how to stop arguing with your spouse is a skill you can learn. Click on the description below to learn how to change the arguments into a harmonious win-win situation for the both of you. HowToSaveMarriageX.com.